Okay, I will start with the class. See, this is the fifth one I will solve. Okay, those who have already finished the fifth one can start solving the sixth. Okay, just write it down and keep. Later I will erase this when I'm solving this problem. Okay, so I start with the fifth one. So we have to find dy by dx. In sixth also you have to find dy by dx only. Here we start differentiating. This is parametric type because they are two separate functions. Now the letter over here is m. So you'll have to differentiate with respect to m. Okay. So what will the function become? Dx upon dm is equal to, now you can use a upon u upon v formula. Okay, so this is u, this is v. So as per the formula, denominator into derivative of numerator. Numerator, if you see, a is a constant. So derivative of a will be 0. Middle sign is minus. Then v into derivative of u. So please put a bracket. A will belong to both the terms. So what will happen? Derivative of this will be 0, 1. Derivative of m cube will be 3m square upon v square. Okay. So v into derivative of u minus u into derivative of v upon v square is the formula. Then simplify. So this will be, whole term will become 0 minus a will 0 plus 3m square will be 3m square. A will get multiplied. So total will become 3m square upon the whole square. So this is dx upon dm. And then 0 will go. So this will be our answer. Same way now, differentiate y. This whole term will be u. This denominator will be v. If you don't put a bracket, what will happen? What you'll do is a into 0, you'll write it as 0. It is not that way. Okay, first bracket, then you solve, and whatever answer you get, you have to multiply it with a. Okay, then differentiate y. Again with respect to m. So as per that, dy upon dm will be v into derivative of u. Now, this is a coefficient. A will remain as a only. Derivative of m will be 1. It's like same like x. Derivative of x is 1. Same way derivative of m will be 1. Minus numerator into derivative of denominator. This will be 0 plus 3m square. So this is what you will get. And then simplify. A will get multiplied to both the terms. A plus am cube. A m into m square will give you m cube. Okay, so this is after multiplying it inside the bracket. Now both the terms are same if you notice. Am cube, am cube. So it's like 1 am cube minus 3 am cube. So how much you will get? 1 minus 3 will become minus 2. So this will be a minus This will be our answer. A minus 2am cube upon 1 plus m cube the whole square. Now what you do is dy by dx. So second answer upon the first answer. So dy by dx is nothing but dy upon dm dx upon dm. So second answer upon first answer dx upon dm. So how much was that? Minus 3am square upon 1 plus m cube the whole square. Now cancel whatever is getting cancelled. So alternate you can cancel. So this whole denominator will go. Now if you notice the answer it is not matching. Between both these two terms a is common. So just take out a common. And then a and a will cancel and you will get the answer. So it will be what? 1 minus 3m square. Now if you notice in the answer, so what will happen, this minus if you take inside this will become minus and minus upon minus will become plus. So automatically you can reverse the signs and this will become plus. So this is what the answer was expected. Till here you will get after taking out a common. Now this would have been the actual answer, but now they expect, since they have given reverse, use this minus. So minus it will become and minus upon minus will become plus. Anyone having doubt in this fifth problem can ask. Huh? If not, then solve the sixth one. Sixth one, anybody got answer? Anybody has tried? Sixth one. Okay, sixth one. 380 upon 1 plus t square. Y is what? 380 square upon 1 plus t square. Same way like previous problem only. You have to solve u upon v. So this you have to differentiate with respect to t. So dx upon dt. So denominator into derivative of numerator. 3a is a coefficient. It's a number. Derivative of t will be 1 minus 380 into derivative of denominator. Now 1 is not a coefficient, it is a constant, it is alone. So that's why answer will be 0 and t square will be 2t. Okay, open up the bracket and simplify. So 3a will get multiplied to both the terms here. So 3a plus 3at square minus 3 into 2 will give you 6. A t into t will give you t square. Okay. Then same terms, 80 square, 80 square. 3 minus 6 will give you minus 3. So in the next term you write 3a minus 380 square. So this will be your answer for dx upon.
Teacher,
Yeah, got the
answer
answer.
is 2t upon 1 minus t
Minus 2.
square.
Yeah, yes, correct. Okay, so this is dx upon dt. Then same way differentiate y. Okay, so dy upon dt will be again v into derivative of u minus u into derivative of v upon v square. So v into derivative of numerator 3a, and what is derivative of this? Nothing but t square is nothing but 2t. Okay, minus 380 square into derivative of this will be 0 plus 2t upon 1 plus t square the whole square. And now open up the brackets and then simplify. Those who have finished can try this. Seventh one, x is equal to log of 1 plus t square, y is equal to t minus tan inverse of t. Prove that dy by dx is equal to t upon 2. This is the seventh one. Those who have finished sixth one can start attempting this. Okay, this you almost have simplified. This first of all it will become 680. So 680 into 1 will become 680. Then 3 into 2, 6, 8 t cube it will become. Okay, this is 680. I have multiplied to both the terms. Minus 3 into 2 will be 6. A. Again t square into t will be cube upon 1 plus t square the whole square. This 2 will cancel. And answer will be 680 upon 1 plus t square the whole square. Now divide both the answers. And if whatever is common, you can take out common and cancel. So second answer upon the first answer which you had got. So dy by dx is nothing but 6at upon 1 plus t square the whole square upon the previous answer. How much was it? 3a minus 3at square. So alternate will cancel. And here 3a is common. When you take out 3a, 1 minus t square will remain. Then cancel. A and a, 3 2s are 6. So answer will be 2t upon 1 minus t square. So anything if it is common, you can take out and then cancel, and then you will get the answer. Okay, so directly I would have second answer upon first answer and then simplify. Seventh one you can start attempting. Differentiate with respect to t. Find dx upon dt, then find dy by dt and divide both the answers.
Sure, done.
Okay. So now x is log of 1 plus t square. So when you differentiate with respect to t, this will be dx upon dt. Now log of something will be 1 upon that. Log of this full thing will be 1 upon that into extra derivative of this. What is the inside the bracket? So that will be 0 and derivative of t square will be 2t. So this is nothing but dx upon dt. 2t upon 1 plus t square. Same way, write y and find the answer. Y is again differentiate with respect to t. So whichever letter it is, you have to differentiate with that. So dy by dt, derivative of t will be 1. Tan inverse of t will be 1 upon t square. What you can do is cross multiply. So 1 plus t square minus 1 upon 1 plus t square. This will cancel. Answer will be t square upon 1 plus t square. And then divide both the answers. You will get the answer directly, whatever they have asked. This and this will cancel alternate. Then t square upon 2t. T and t will cancel and only t upon 2 will remain. So dy by dx will be nothing but this second answer upon first answer. 1t and this will cancel. So answer will be t by 2. Next one. Eighth one, I guess. Just see the numbers. Huh? If x is equal to e raised to sec 3 theta, y is equal to e raised to tan 3 theta, prove that dy upon dx is equal to y log x upon x log y. So if you see the answer, they are giving you a hint that you have to solve it by log. You have to take log on both the sides because the answer has to be something in terms of log. So take the first function, x is equal to this, and take log on both sides. So x is equal to e sec 3 theta has been given. So now take log first. So this will be log x is equal to log of e raised to sec 3 theta. Anyways, sec 3 theta will come out and log e is nothing but 1. Okay, so log e, you know, it is 1. So log e will be 1. So straight away you can write this as 1 and keep. Okay, and now differentiate with respect to theta. This is with respect to theta, not with respect to x. So what will be the answer? Derivative of log x is 1 by x. Since this is with respect to theta, extra you'll have to write dx upon d theta. Okay. Now derivative of sec of anything will be sec theta tan theta. You can check the formula. Okay. Derivative of sec theta is sec theta tan theta into extra derivative of 3 theta will be 3. Okay. So this is, so dx upon, just take it x other side and keep, don't substitute, huh? Because if you notice your answer is not in terms of e raised to something, keep x like this on the other side, don't substitute x as e sec 3 theta, keep it as x only. So dx upon d theta will be nothing but x sec 3 theta tan 3 theta into 3. X I took it on the other side. So this is done. This is dx upon d theta. Same way take y, take log on both sides. This first part anybody has not understood, tell us why this became log of x is 1 by x, and then extra since it is with respect to theta dx upon d theta. So taking log y will be like this, it will become Okay, and log E is nothing but 1. So this is question 2.
So in last step, we have to substitute log x, right? In
Yes,
place of that sec
yes,
3
yes, because
theta.
they have, yeah, yes, because the answer is expected in that way. Otherwise, you can keep it like that only. But now since they have asked specified to prove it that way, then you have to substitute. That's why I marked it as equation 1 and 2. So you can put it back. Okay, so this is taking log on both sides. Now differentiate with respect to theta. So log y will be 1 upon y, derivative of log y, extra dy upon d theta. And derivative of tan theta is what? Sec square theta. And extra derivative of this will be 3. Okay, so dy upon d theta, nothing but y times sec cube theta, sorry, sec 3 theta into 3. So this is your second answer, dy upon d theta. Okay, now divide both the answers. First answer upon second. So 1 sec theta will cancel with the other one. 3 and 3 will cancel. So dy by dx will be y sec square 3 theta into 3 upon x sec 3 theta tan 3 theta into 3. Now cancel. 3 and 3 will cancel. 1 sec 3 theta. This is square. So 1 square, out of that square 1 will go. Okay. Now if you notice, this would be your answer. Y sec 3 theta upon x tan 3 theta. But if you notice in the problem, this is not what they have expected. Instead of that, there's something else in terms of log. So just substitute the value of sec 3 theta and tan 3 theta from equation 1 and 2. So what if you notice, what is tan 3 theta? Nothing but log y, and sec 3 theta is log x. So final answer will be y log x upon x log y. Okay, so if they are not asked anything, you would have kept it like this only, no problem. But when they ask you specifically to prove something, then you have to do this substitution. Sine inverse of t upon 1 plus t square. Y is cos inverse of 1 upon root of 1 plus t square. You have to find dy by dx. Okay, now directly you cannot take the big, see, it's a complicated problem inside. Okay, so you cannot directly write sine inverse of is 1 upon root of 1 plus this full thing and try to take derivative of that. So whenever you notice like this, you should know that it is substitution type. Okay, and go for the standard substitutions. If you notice 1 plus, if it is there, then the substitution will be, can anyone tell me what will be the substitution? It is in the form of 1 plus t square. If it's plus, what you have to substitute? Minus, then I know this 1 minus, if it is there, you have to substitute as sine theta. And if it is plus,
Cos.
anybody remembers? What? Not able to hear. I think the network problem. T, if it is plus, then it is tan theta. Minus, then it is sine. So these are standard substitutions which you should. So straight away, you have to first simplify. Don't differentiate first only. Put t is equal to tan theta. Then tan inverse of t will be equal to theta. This is for later on substitutions. Then substitute everything in terms of theta. Okay, and now we all know what is 1 plus tan square theta, sec square theta. Then square and root will cancel. Then tan theta, you can write it as sine upon cos. And sec theta, you can write as 1 upon cos. And then they will cancel. Just try. If letters and all, if you're not able to see clearly, then tell, I can write little big. So as per the standard substitutions, if it is in this form, you have to put as t is equal to tan theta. Theta is later you will need for final substitution. So that's why I first only write and keep. Then substitute. Instead of t, what will come? Tan theta. Then 1 plus, it is t square. So it will become tan square theta. Now you have to simplify. So this will be sine inverse of tan theta upon root of 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta. Root and square will cancel and only sec theta will remain. And tan theta is nothing but sine theta upon cos, and sec is nothing but 1 upon cos. Cos will cancel. What will remain is sine inverse of sine theta. Again, sine inverse and sine will cancel and only theta will remain. Then theta you resubstitute and then differentiate with respect to t. Till now, whatever I've solved, if anybody having doubts can ask. Okay, so this will be x is tan inverse of t. Now differentiate. So dx upon dt will be what? 1 upon 1 plus t square. Same way, dx upon dt will be 1 upon 1 plus t square. So this is your answer. Same way, solve again for substitution. Again, it is in the form of 1 plus t square only. So here also same substitution. Put x is equal to tan theta and then solve. So this was of x. Now same, you'll solve for y. Same substitution. X is equal to, no sorry, t is equal to tan theta. So tan inverse of t will be equal to theta. So y is cos inverse of 1 plus, same like previous problem, 1 plus tan square theta will be sec square theta. Root of sec square theta will be sec. Then sec will go up and become cos. Cos inverse and cos will cancel. So what you will get is theta only. Anybody got answer? How much you are getting dy by dx? Swayam, what is 1 plus tan square theta? Swayam? Swayam, you are there? Swayam, unmute your phone and you talk if you are there. Vinith, how much you are getting? Why? Vinith? Vinith, you are there? Yes, at least if you are there, you tell me yes. Then I'll know you're there. Vinayak? Vinayak, how much you are getting? Why? Vinayak, are you all able to hear me at least?
Yes, teacher.
So these people have kept their phone on and must be sleeping. Vinayak, Vinith, Swayam, Mangrish is there? Even if you don't know the answer, just pick up and tell that I don't know. At least I know that you all are listening.
Miss
Who is this speaking now?
Magarish.
Mangrish. Where's your brother?
Miss, he's on the laptop actually, and the mic is not working on that.
Okay. What about this Vinayak? Something is replying. I don't know. Wait, when you all are chatting, I don't have to look at the screen. Low network, it seems. Suddenly he got low network. Otherwise, he gets full network. Always you complain, no, saying I get full network, but my network is low. Now suddenly today your network went low. Very nice.
Miss, I got the same answer.
What you got? Answer? Same answer?
1 upon 1 plus t square.
Who was this speaking?
Ashley.
Ashley. Okay, I thought this was Vinayak. Yeah, same answer you get. Those who are not listening can go offline. No issues. I have no problem. Simply don't give your attendance. Do something productive rather than simply keeping.
dy by dx is equal to 1.
Yes. So this will be sec square theta. So this will be cos inverse 1 upon sec theta. So y will be cos inverse of cos theta. So y will be tan inverse of t. Dy by dt will be 1 upon 1 plus t square. So dy by dx will be 1 upon 1 plus t square, 1 upon 1 plus t square, which is equal to 1. Okay. So I've cancelled this, substituted, both the answers are same. So when you divide both the answers, this will be equal to 1. Eighth one, tan inverse of 1 plus root x upon 1 minus root x v is equal to tan inverse of x upon root of 1 minus x square. Find du upon dv. So if you notice here, this is u and this is v. Okay, so we have to find du upon dv. So you have to differentiate this, and this is v. You have to differentiate this. U upon v means what? First answer upon second answer you have to do. Okay, so now first we'll take u. So whichever letter may be given, the method will remain the same. So first we'll take u. Okay, now this is in the form of tan inverse of x plus y upon 1 minus xy. So this will be, you can write it like this also. See, 1. Okay, this will be, if nothing is there, it means 1. So I've done this type problems also for you in basics when I was doing. So now they will come up in any problem like this. So you should know that this way it has to be solved. So tan inverse of x plus y upon 1 minus xy. So that will be equal to tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y. Okay. I've used a formula, reverse formula. Tan inverse of x plus y upon 1 minus xy is equal to tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y. So u will be nothing but pi by 4. Tan inverse of 1 will be pi by 4. Tan inverse of root x. So now till here you will understand how to solve. Now what it is, du upon dv you have to find. You differentiate this. Now on the right hand side, which letter is there now? X is there. So you have to differentiate with respect to x. If this was t, with respect to t, but now this is x, so you have to differentiate it with respect to x. So this will become du upon dx, because we are differentiating with respect to x. Derivative of pi by 4 will be 0. Derivative of tan inverse will be root of x the whole square. So answer will be, extra is you have to take derivative of root x, because this is, so answer will be like this, 1 upon 2 root x. Anyone having doubt in finding this du upon dx can ask. What I have done is first separated it using tan inverse x plus tan inverse y formula. Then I got the answer. I had to find, because this letter was x, I had to differentiate it with respect to x. Derivative of pi by 4 will be 0. Tan inverse of x is what? 1 upon 1 plus x square. But instead of x, it is root x. And extra derivative of root x is nothing but 1 upon 2 root x. Now this part is over. Now solve v. Now obviously it is not in the form of x plus y upon 1 minus xy. But this is again in the form of root of 1 minus x square. So you know standard substitution. So I told you, if there's a minus sign, which substitution to do? If it was plus, you have to put tan theta. But if it is minus, you have to put x as sine theta. Okay. So here put x is equal to sine theta and solve. So substitute and then cancel out. whatever is getting cancelled. So V will be equal to tan inverse of x is nothing but sine theta upon root of 1 minus sine square theta. And 1 minus sine square theta will be equal to cos square theta. So cos square theta and root will cancel and it will become cos theta. This step you can skip on. Like what it will become root of cos square theta and then root and square will cancel and only cos theta will remain. And sin theta upon cos theta will be tan theta. Then tan inverse and tan will cancel. Only theta will remain. Then substitute back and then differentiate.
2 root x, answer, full
2 root x you are getting only that much. This and this how it will cancel. Just see on this. That will be your x square. This is x. And you have to find du upon dv. So first answer upon second answer. It's not as dv by du. Huh? dv upon du was asked, then second upon first. But if you ask du upon dv means u answer upon v answer. So v will be equal to tan inverse tan theta, tan will cancel. Theta only will remain. So which is nothing but sine inverse of x. Then differentiate with respect to x. So dv upon dx will be equal to sine inverse x will be 1 upon root of 1 minus x square. Okay, and then du upon dv has been asked. So it will be what? First answer du upon dx upon dv by dx. So first answer was what? 1 upon 2 root x into 1 plus x upon 1 minus x square. Okay, and now this will reverse and go to the numerator. So root of 1 minus x upon 2 times root x into 1 plus x will be your answer. This will become ulta and it will be like this. So this is your final answer. You cannot simplify this further. Okay, last one on this. I think 11th one, I think. If x is equal to cos t into cos 2t, root of cos 2t, y is sin t into cos 2t, prove that dy by dx is equal to minus cot 3t. Okay, x is equal to cos t into root of cos 2t, y is equal to sin t into root of cos 2t. Then you have to find dy by dx. So I'll start with the x part. So this is cos t. Okay. So since the letter is t, we have to differentiate with respect to t. Now these are two terms. If you see u into v, so you have to apply u into v formula. U into derivative of v plus v into derivative of u. So dx upon dt will be, write the first term as it is, cos t into derivative of root of this. So root of x would be what? 1 upon 2 root x, correct? So this will be 1 upon 2 root this into derivative of this extra. Cos 2t will be what? Minus sin 2t into this part then. Derivative of 2t will be 2. Okay. So what I've done is cos t I've written as it is. This is u. I have to take derivative of v. V is nothing but root of something. So root of x would be 1 upon 2 root x. Then extra derivative of this. So derivative of cos is what? Minus sin. And then derivative of this small thing. So that will be 2t will be 2. Then plus v into derivative of u. So that would be minus sin t. Anybody who has not understood this differentiation can ask. I've used directly u into v formula. So v into derivative of this. So derivative of cos t is nothing but minus sin t. Okay, then we'll just simplify this. So here 2 and 2 will cancel. So this will be minus cos t sin 2t again minus, no? So this is what you will get. And then cross multiply. Minus into plus will give me minus. 2 and 2 cancelled. Okay. Cos t into sin 2t I wrote here. This is at the denominator. And now cross multiply. So root cos 2t into root cos 2t will become cos 2t only. root and root will cancel because it will become the whole square. So it will become like this, minus cos t sin 2t minus, see, root and root will go and it will become simple cos 2t only. After cross multiplying, we will get this step. Okay, you have cross multiplied. Now in the next step, what you do, you know, just take out minus common. Just take out minus common. Okay, and if you notice, it will come in the form of sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. I'm just writing sin first. Huh? Just see, cos t plus I've just written sin first. So what is sin A cos B plus cos A sin B? That will be sin of A plus B. This formula, sin of A plus B is nothing but sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. So it has come in this form. So next step, A is nothing but what? 2t and B is nothing but t. So in the next step, it will become sin of 2t plus t. So what I have done is I just cross multiplied this, then taken out minus common and just compared it with this formula. So what it will become is sin of A plus B. So this is your A and this is B. So this is your answer. So this is what dx upon dt. Now same way attempt y. Exactly how I've done x, same we have to solve y. This, how much it will become? 2t plus t will become 3t. Now write y, again use u into v formula for that and find a derivative. Y is equal to sin t this is the question given. So differentiate with respect to t. So dy upon dt will be u into derivative of v. So u write as it is into, now I have to take derivative. So same way, root of cos will be 1 upon 2 root cos into extra derivative of cos 2t. So that is nothing but minus sin 2t. Again, extra derivative of 2t will be 2. 2 and 2 will cancel. Then plus v into derivative of u. Cos 2t. Derivative of sine is nothing but cos only. There is no minus. So derivative of sin t will be cos t. Same way like previous problem, cross multiply. And see which formula it is fitting in, whether sine of a plus b, cos of a plus b. So dy by dt. So straight away I'm cross multiplying.
So answer is cot
So this
3t.
will be, yeah, minus cot 3t. Because first one you have got minus, no, dx upon dt. Dy by dt will get plus. What I had asked in the question I had already given. Dy by dx should be minus cot 3t. Just see. So this will be, sine will come out. So this sine t, sine 2t, cross multiply. Root and root will cancel. So you will get like this. Now in which form it is? Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Boss is together, sun is thrown out. So you know that this is a boss formula. Cos and boss, sun and boss. No? So this is this one together. And he will always do the opposite. If this is minus, then it will be plus. So this is the formula used. So cos A cos B minus sin A sin B will be cos of A plus B. A could be anything. T also you can take, 2t also you can take. 1. So dy by dt will be cos of A plus B. Whichever way you take, it will be same. Answer will be cos 3t upon root of. Then divide both the answers. Root and root will cancel. And then cos upon sine will be cot. And then minus sine in the first answer. That will be cos 3t cos 2t upon minus sin 3t. Okay, root and root will cancel, so I'll get minus cot 3t. Cos upon sine will be cot, and this is minus, so that's why I'll get minus. Okay, so this was on parametric functions. I'll give you all 3 problems. You can try those. So these are for you all to try. Will be the question number 12. This is a simple one. If x is equal a cos square theta, y is equal to b sin square theta, prove that dy by dx is equal to minus b upon e. I have given answers, means what are the answers expected, so that you all know whether I have got it correct or not. 13th one. If y ulta, first y has been given 2a upon m, x is equal to a upon m square. Prove that dy by dx is equal to y upon 2x. This will be little bit of substitution type. You can see then. You can just give a try. And over here, hint is don't go directly u upon v form. The hint which I will give you is, if you notice, you can take this m up. So what it will become? M raised to minus 1. Then use x raised to n formula. So minus 1, minus 1. If you want u upon v also you can do a same answer you will get. Same way x you can take up and it will become minus 2. And then directly you can apply the formula x raised to n formula. So this will become minus 1 like this. This will become minus 2, minus 1. You can still give a try. Even if you do u upon v, still answer will be correct. So either this or u upon v you can try. And the last one, x is equal to a sec cube theta, y is equal to prove that dy by dx is equal to sine theta. Okay, so these are the 3 problems for you all to try. How we will solve this is cos square theta. So first it will become 2 cos theta into derivative of cos theta, that will be minus sine theta. Okay, so just copy this. Next are problems differentiating one with respect to another. I'll start in tomorrow's class. Just copy